Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Fiddle, and actually I'm gonna go back, and I know a lot of you have been wanting a new video slash stuff how to fix Warframe different aspects. Um, so I'm just gonna go over a couple things of how to do it. Now keep in mind all of these are me using it through Steam. That's what I use it through to play Warframe. So first of all, so when you start up the launcher, okay, this is kind of going back over the general things of my previous video. I know some of you said like stuff like it just so won't update, slash there's problems. We'll be kind of going through a couple different ways how to fix that. So, for one, like I always say, when you're updating, it's best not to have this screen up, because some of you with like slower computers, this can cause freezes and stuff. Alright, whoops. So you have your settings up here. Alright, now you have all these different settings. So if you have 64-bit computers, you can use these. The 64-bit mode is actually better to use. If you're not sure, leave it unchecked. That'd be a better way to start your game. If you have DirectX 10 and 11, then you can check those off when needed, or check them off to try to fix that. Now, multi-threaded rendering and launcher GPU acceleration. So this kind of means like it's just this, the actual launcher slash when it starts, like to get it going, it's using your GPU. So if you have a bad GPU, I would leave that off and say that it would mostly be your CPU or whatever else you have. As for multi-threaded rendering, you want to do that because it like multi-threads it. So if you can try to keep that on, it'll probably keep your game running longer, because that means that it's going through multiple processes at once. So it's going to keep your game able to stay on. You know, because like if one situation, if one glitch or something that maybe makes your game stop is not fixed, then it'll continue to be like, oh, well, what do I do? And the next one's like, oh, what do I do? And then it'll crash, you know, sort of thing. Also, download cache. You can verify and optimize it. Okay, but I'll get to that in just a sec. Now, you can always go to, like I do, properties on Steam. You go to local files, alright? You go to verify integrity of game files, alright? So what you can do is you want to verify this first, because what I'll do is I'll maybe change some settings or some files you have already on Warframe. So you want to do the Steam one first, and then you go to here when you start launching it again, and you go to verify, and then you go to optimize. So you want to verify it, then you want to optimize it. You can do back and forth how many times you want. That's what I said in my last video. To like fix your launcher. So now I'll go into the game and kind of go over a couple of settings that maybe you do and do not want to mess with. So guys, because I know a couple of you have been like saying that, you know. Hold on a sec. I'll bring it up. If you don't know what this is, it's part of my YouTube stuff, just so I could do the game capture. Okay, this is my cool Nidus. Very badass, right? Alright, so some of the settings you do and do not want to mess with. Alright, so everything in controls obviously has nothing to do with it. Gameplay, PC type, if you know what it is, you can set it to desktop or laptop. Alright, one thing you do have to do to make sure your game works is you have the right ports. Okay, so these are the ports that you need. Make sure to enable these. These are important. You can always hit Analyze Network. I'll give you more information how we go about that. Usually takes a little while, not super long. See all systems. I can't speak. I'm very tired. I just woke up, so. Chat has nothing to do with it. HUD. Okay. So, let's see. I know there's some stuff you want to do. You know, if you have a low graphics card, actually check off HUD motion and scaling. You want down because it uses a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit less GPU. Also, you can always turn off numbers in case you're having a slow computer and you can't run every damage number that may freeze your game. Okay, this is a kind of important. Display. Okay, so like this is in terms of graphics for those of you who are having graphics problems. Okay, so like all this stuff right here can be turned off, lowered. I personally, I do try to play once in a while on a very crappy PC, so I literally turn all of this down and off. You can always try doing that, and stuff that I would say you don't need. I don't really like glare. I don't really. I like to keep this on just for like I'm recording or whatever. But like, let's see. So blur reflections, like to turn those off. Adaptive exposure, I mean it looks cool, but it's not like necessary. It kind of, you know, some people may hurt their eyes. All these can be turned down to medium and it won't really affect the game. Aniscopic filtering, I keep that up. Keep on trilinear filtering. Anti-aliasing, of course, I like it super high and I like it sharpened. Motion blur, practically all games except for Warframe, I hate having motion blur on, so I would keep that off. And constant weapon trail, I actually don't like that at all, so I keep it off. Stuff like that. Everything else is kind of like you don't need color correction. You don't need dramatic lighting or even character shadows, stuff like that. Like you don't need bloom. You definitely do not need. And if so, you could even like turn it down like hella. And I think that's about it. Alright, there was one more thing actually. Where was it? Oh yeah, gore enable. I also turn that off if you're having a slow PC. Alright. So that's about it for stuff like that. Now, one more trick that I wanna say that you could always try to do is you could always try to defrag. You can always try to defrag your section with Warframe in it, or optimize your drive. So you know you type in down here, and you can always defrag it. Now, depending on your hard drive, it'll take a while because it takes, you know, it just does the whole thing. You can't just, but you could always optimize it, and what that can do is that could fix all your other problems around, not exactly just your Warframe files, but it may fix other problems around. And like I said, I would do like verify integrity of game files first, okay? Before you Now you could even do it a smart ways, maybe uninstall it, verify the game files, just double check, and then start it up for its first update. But like I said, we're about to start it up. Get away from this screen to make sure there's no problems. Verify and then optimize, and then I would verify again and then start it. That's really all there is. For those of you who are having more problems, leave your comments and I can try to research and look into how to fix it. But those are just kind of general things. I've learned how to fix it whenever I had bugs or glitches, like during the game or whatnot. So thank you all for watching. I do have a little sore problem. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.